was a year ago when I made my how to ride a motorcycle video, and I noticed that the biggest issue a lot of people have is how to shift on a motorcycle. So I'm going to do a whole video on that today, on how to shift on a motorcycle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the basics of the levers, and then I'm going to ride on the street, and I'm going to do regular shifting, and then I'll also do rev matching. So I'll show you both. And I feel like it's really important to try to learn rev matching, because that's what I always do now. I don't do regular shifting where you just hold in clutch, shift, release it, right? I rev it and I shift. But I want to cover this. I think this is really important when you first buy a motorcycle, because I had this issue. You got to build up your upper body strength, and I want you guys to like take your bike, hold it to the side like this, right? Put the kickstand up, but let it lean onto your hip here. Let it lean. Don't go too far over here, because that's how I dropped my bike before. Everyone does this when they first ride a motorcycle. When they first buy their bike, they don't realize how heavy it is. Let it lean on yourself, and then have it in neutral. Hold this here, like don't pull on the throttle like that, just push against it. Hold both handles, and then just let it lean on you. But I'm on first right now. All right, I'm gonna hold in the clutch, but let it lean towards you and just push it up and down, right? Do that on your driveway and stuff. Do it uphill, do it downhill, and then you're gonna feel the weight of the motorcycle, and this helps a lot, I'm telling you. And you need to build up that upper body strength too, because I remember I was really weak when I first bought my bike. And that's another thing I want to cover here. When you're riding a bike, you're gonna sit like this, right? And please don't lean back and chill like you see in the movies when you're first starting out. Don't just go like that and try to look cool, because that's how a lot of people just whiskey throttle. You're leaning back, you're pulling on this throttle, because you're weak right now. You're weak in the upper body. So do some push-ups, do some pull-ups. But lean forward like this, okay? Lean forward and hover your hands. Just hover it over like that. See how my hands like this? Just hover it like that and get a feel of it. Lean forward, because if you lean forward, you're not going to pull back on it, right? You're going to have like that, and then you want to be careful with this throttle, because I see a lot of people, like, watch this Instagram video right here. You see that guy? He tried to look cool. He was like sitting back, and he's not used to his clutch yet. He let it go right away, and then he it was like vroom, and he popped this. That's how he took off and it flew. So just don't do that. Lean forward, hover your hands, and when you're riding too, lean forward and just hover your hands like that. You're gonna see that you have better control. And just do that for a while until you build up your strength, and then you can start looking cool and lean back. Oh, my camera fell. Damn it. Alright, let's cover some of the basics here. This right here on my right hand, that's the front brake, okay? Front brake. This down here on my right foot is the rear brake. Now, the rear brake, you can press on it a little bit harder. It's not as sensitive as the front brake here on the right hand, because the front brake, depending on some bikes, you just press a little bit, it's going to stop. So, play around with this. But front brake. And when you're starting out, you can use all 4 fingers if you want. Don't try to copy people. Some people are like, oh, 1 finger or 2 finger. I do 2 finger right now because I build up my hand, my arm strength here, and you guys don't have that yet. So just do 4 fingers if you want. Get used to it, and then work your way up to 1, and then eventually you're gonna be like, oh, pinky. No one does the pinky. And then over here on the left, this is your clutch. So clutch in, clutch out. So you're gonna be doing that a lot. And then down here, I'll show you, down here on the left foot, right? This is the shifter, the gear shifter. So anytime you shift, you gotta hold in the clutch, and then when you're shifting, my foot's gonna be like that, right? When I'm riding, my foot's like that. When I shift, I'm gonna swing under, shift up. So the gears are down, all the way down. So you'll notice that whenever I ride, I hold in my clutch here, and then I'm like, when I'm at a stop, I'm like boom, boom, boom. I just keep pressing down until it's in first. You always want to be in first. You keep pressing down, and then when you want to go, you know, you're riding on first, holding the clutch, and then you're gonna shift up, all the way up. You just go up like that, one. And then after I shift, I put my feet back out like that, so I don't accidentally hit it again. So that's the movement. You shift up, and I have 5 gears on this, so it's gonna be up, like down 1, up 4. That makes it 5, right? First gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear, fifth gear, then it's done. Now if I want to go to neutral, gotta hold in the shift, right? Then all the way down, and then it's like you gotta hold it like this and just kind of like feel it out, and just, it's like half a click up, very sensitive, just until you feel it. Then when it clicks up, then you can let that go, and then it's in neutral. But I do want you guys to be used to, when you're sitting like this, be used to just holding in the clutch every time. Every time I start up my bike, I always hold in the clutch, no matter if it's in neutral or first gear. When I'm at a stop here, when I go to a stop, I always just turn off my bike while I'm on first gear. You never see me fiddle with trying to get into neutral, because it's pointless. If I need to go again, you know, I just hold in the clutch and I can start up my bike on first gear and I can just go. So that it's pointless to just go in neutral. And I have it on first gear because the bike won't move when it's parked. So if any kid comes around or something like that and they're like, oh, cool bike, and they try to push it, it's not gonna move because it's on first gear, it's locked in. So that's why I don't really care about neutral. I only put on neutral like sometimes if I have it parked in the garage. Alright, so the best way to learn is by watching others. So you're gonna watch me ride, and I'm gonna go over here. Alright, I'm gonna flip my bike on. It's in first gear, but even if it's in neutral, I always hold my clutch in and make sure my my kickstand is up, and then I'll hold in the brake sometimes so the bike doesn't move. And then, you know, it's in first gear, so switch is on, I'm gonna turn it on. Oh, I gotta turn the key on. Okay, turn the key on, hold the clutch in. Okay, we're started up. And like I said, lean forward on it. Don't sit back. Just lean forward, hover your hands like this. I'm in first gear. And the perfect spot to practice is in a wide open parking lot, but I have a long strip right here where I go up and down, and find a long way where there's not a lot of lights and you can do practicing. And so slowly release the clutch, but also give it gas at the same time. See, hear that? So when I was first practicing, I was on first gear, so I'm letting out a little bit. See, if I let go of the clutch a little bit, it's gonna move. Look at that. It just moves. So you got to give it gas to go. And it takes a lot of practicing with the hand movements. So I'm gonna do this right now. I'm gonna go and ride out over here and get some tacos because it is National Taco Day. And I haven't had Taco Bell in so long, in like 2 years. And I used to love Taco Bell, Del Taco, all that. So I'm gonna go get some tacos, and I'm gonna ride on the street. And like I said, it's good to see people riding. And while I'm riding, I'm gonna narrate how I'm doing this, right? Oh, this is very important. I see people don't do this all the time, and this is why they have an issue with riding and the bike hiccuping when you're shifting gears. Fully release the throttle. That's why I want you to hover your hands forward, lean forward, because not too many people let go of this throttle when they're shifting. They're still giving it gas. See how sensitive? So like when you watch me shift, I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna give it a hard off. I'm gonna go like that, then I hold in the clutch, and then I slowly go back on. But I give it like, I go hard on it like that, where I make sure this throttle is off. And I feel like that's the number one thing. Like, people are shifting wrong, and when they're going fast in the freeway, they're not letting go of that gas, and they're shifting, and they're feeling their bike jerk, and they think there's something wrong with their shift. All right, so when I'm going to a stoplight, I'm gonna brake. I'm gonna say braking, and when I brake, I'm holding in the front brake and the rear brake on my foot. So I'm using both. And I'll say what gear I'm shifting. So I'll say first gear. And anytime I shift, I'm holding the clutch and I'm letting go of the throttle. I'm fully letting go of it. So that's how I'm shifting. And I'll narrate through, and I'm gonna try to do regular shifting as I'm riding here. It's gonna be hard because I've been just riding for years here doing rev matching. Rev matching is when I like boom like that, and then I briefly hold in the clutch and then I shift, right? That's rev matching, and I'll do that on the second run. But this one, when I'm going to get tacos here, I'm gonna shift regularly, and I'll talk about it. All right, first gear here. Shifting, second gear. I'm feeling out my engine. It's really high right now. Third gear. See, like you can cruise in third gear on regular roads. Third and fourth. A lot of times you don't really even have to be in fifth, right? But the RPM is kind of high right now. Like I can go to fourth, but I know a light is coming up. I'm gonna make a right turn, put on my signal, let go of the gas load, and I'm hovering over this. You can hover like this, and then look. All right, give it some more gas. I'm getting up there. I'm not even braking yet. All right, now brake, holding the clutch. All right, it's going. So I'm gonna go down one gear because I was in third. Because I want to make this turn on second. There's gravel, second gear. Third gear. And be easy with the clutch. Like you just let it out easily. You don't have to pop it. Fourth gear. And you can tell how smooth the engine goes when like you don't feel the struggling. It's riding very smooth and calm. And so I'm on fourth gear right now. Don't you come out, buddy. Anytime I see a car like being erratic or doing something, I always hover like this in case I need a brake and holding the clutch. Alright, I'm gonna hold in the brake, holding the clutch, down one gear, down another gear. I should be in second. Because like if this light turns green, I can still go in second. Now I'm going first. I'm on first gear. I'm braking, and alright. See, now in first gear I can just slowly go again. And because you can't go on second if you're too slow. Oh, it's struggling. Shift. Second gear. Struggling. Third gear. Make this turn over here. We're gonna go right again. Signal on. Braking, braking, braking. Clutch in. Down one gear. I'm on second. I'm gonna cruise it in here. I'm still holding the brake and the clutch. Now first gear. Come to a stop. And I'm gonna go on first here. Signal is on. Okay. Slowly let out and go. Second gear. Third gear. So you can let the RPM go pretty high. You'll know when you need a shift because the engine is just revving so high you can feel it. That's when you know you need a shift. Alright, fourth gear. And then I can shift early too, fifth gear. See, I can go early. You'll feel the struggle with it, but it's pretty calm right now. So this is fifth gear, cruising, and you know, when you're riding for a while, go ahead and let one arm off and feel it out and then put it back. But I do suggest you have both hands while you're a beginner, just in case you need to do something. But you know, feel it out like that. Just kidding. Just like you can do one hand, feel it out, and go like that. Now I'm gonna hold in my brake. I'm holding the clutch. Down one, down two. I'm gonna make it right here. Down three. I'm on second, now I'm on first. See, like I slowly roll down on it. Should I go? Alright, I'm gonna go here. I'm on first gear. Look, I'll go first gear for a while. Oh my god, it's struggling so much. Second gear, I had to shift. Second gear, third gear. I'm shifting a little bit faster now. Fourth gear. You see how I go really hard on it. I let go of the throttle. Like I push it forward to let go. Because like I said, I think I noticed that with people riding. And I did that when I was first riding too. I wasn't let going of the throttle. Like I was just let going a little bit, but I had it like a little bit throttle on. So yeah, you have to fully release it when you're shifting. Now here, while I'm going here, I'm gonna shift down like this. I'm gonna hold in the clutch, shift down, let go. And I slowly let it go. So if you're going too fast and you're shifting down and you pop that clutch, you're gonna skid. And I think that's what's scary to a lot of people. So how you avoid that is that, you know, I'm gonna go a little bit fast, and then I'm gonna slowly shift down. How you avoid it if you're going fast, just apply some brake. Because when your speed is a little bit slower, you can hold it in clutch, let go. And then it's a little bit, like, it's a little easier. Just make sure that you're braking a bit. See, look, I'm in second gear. And I can brake. I'm applying the brake very softly, but I can brake. Look how long I can brake before it even shuts off. And now I'm holding the clutch. I'm gonna turn right here. I'm going first. So yeah, a lot of the times, second gear. A lot of the times when I'm riding, you'll see that I'm braking and I'm holding like this. I'm braking, and then I'll shift down because I want to make sure my speeds are slower before I shift down. I'm on first gear. Going into this, my clutch is in. Slowly release the clutch, throttle, and then we're gonna turn in here. Clutch is in on the turn. Anytime I do the turn, I clutch in a little bit. Like, you got to work this clutch a lot, and that's another important thing, is to know how to clutch. Work your clutch. Look, my clutch is in and out like this. Out, in, out, in. Whenever I go clutch out, I got to give it some gas. Clutch in, clutch out, in. Alright, I'm gonna park right here because I'm gonna go get a lotto ticket right now. The Powerball is at $1 billion. See, like, clutch is in, turn off the bike, put down the kickstand, and clutch out. And then I turn this like that, and I'm good. So, I'm gonna run in. I'm gonna go get some boba too. I'm really thirsty right now, but I'm gonna do this real quick, and then on the way back, when I ride back, I'm gonna show you rev matching.
2 hours later.
Alright, peeps. This is what we're gonna do now. I'm gonna ride back, and I'm gonna rev match. When I rev match, I'm gonna hold in my clutch. Always gotta do the clutch first, and then I give it a blip like this. I rev it. I go vroom, right? When I rev it, I shift down, but at the same time, when I shift down, I release this clutch too. So it's kind of like clutch, rev, shift down, clutch out. Clutch in, rev, shift down, clutch out. It's just that whole motion. And when you do it enough, you're gonna feel it. So here, let me do a slow motion here. It's like clutch in, rev, shift down. The shifting down and letting go of the clutch has to be around the same time. But just when you're slow at it for now, just clutch in and rev it. You know, like, practice that first. Clutch in, rev, let go. Clutch in, rev, let go. And then eventually clutch in, rev, shift down, let go. Clutch in, rev, shift down, let go. It's that whole fast motion. So I'm going to do that when I'm riding back, so you can just see how it is. And I'm revving it only when I'm shifting down. I'm not doing it, I'm not revving it shifting up. It's only on the shift down, because it's engine braking when I'm doing that, and then it puts it into the gear that I want. So that's why I'm doing it. It's just going to the gear that I want. Okay, second gear, third gear, fourth gear. So like I said, a lot of times you're riding, you're going to be on fourth gear a lot, and so you'll see that I shift down 2 times. Like, I'll shift down twice really fast a lot of the times. Because when you're doing turns on like corners and all that, you really want to be on like second gear, either second or first, but most of the time second gear. So I know that I'm on fourth. So let's say I'm gonna turn left here. I know I'm on fourth. Watch, rev down 1, rev down 2. Now I'm on second gear, and it's just a good speed to be on a turn. Second gear, second, third, fourth. And then as you get better, you can go on turns on third. All right, rev matching down, rev matching down. I'm on second, and I'm braking. Now I'm going again. Third gear. See, like, it puts me into the right gear as I'm riding, so that I can shift. I can either shift up or shift down. All right, I'm on fourth gear. And then I'm gonna make a left at this turn here, so this is how I'm anticipating it. All right, throttle off. I'm just letting it slow down. I'm gonna rev match it down 1. I'm on 3rd. Another 1 second. See, you hear that engine? It's like, it's engine braking for me. So I'm on 2nd. Going in on this turn. 3rd. 4th. Oh, that guy risked it. Going over on his bike there. I'm on 4th gear. I'm gonna merge over to the right here. And I'm gonna make a right turn over here on 4th gear, right? This is where I do it. So about 50 feet away. See how that go? I'm gonna rev match down. I'm on 3rd. Brake, 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 brake. Rev match down 2nd. See, I tried to have it in lower RPM before I rev match down. 2nd gear. And so yeah, that's how you do it. Let me go over here. Braking, braking. I'm gonna make it right here. 1st gear. 2nd gear. And so I'm on 2nd. Then I'll do this turn on 2nd. And I don't even have to brake here. So I just let go of the throttle and turn with it. So yeah, it's rev matching takes some getting used to, but is really good to learn right away, because like I said, it puts you on the right gear to go when you need to go. I'm gonna do a U-turn here. So yeah, get out of your neighborhoods, go to street lights and stuff, and or long stretches of roads, and practice on 1st. I'm on 1st here. They shift up and practice on 1st and 2nd only. 2nd. That's all you really need to do for like a couple hours. Just do 1st and 2nd for a while until you get used to it, and then go to 3rd, and then practice rev matching, but do regular shifting for now. And hope that helps you guys. Remember, lean forward, hold it like that, don't fly off your bike. You know, do that until you build up your muscle memory and build up your front muscles there. Do some push-ups, do some pull-ups. They only gave me mild sauce. What's up with that? I asked for fire sauce and El Diablo.